All right, it's the Wrestling Caucus. I'm Peter A.
I'm Smiley Ariaga.
Today's a big show for us. This is our big WrestleMania preview show. WrestleMania this year, SoFi Stadium, 2 nights in LA. I will be there. So when I get back from LA, we're going to do another caucus, and I'll be giving my perspectives on what it was like to be there. And Smiley will be telling us what it was like to watch via the Peacock. So today we're going to run down the card a little bit. And also there's a few things, Smiley, I want to get your thoughts on, starting with WrestleMania excitement for this year for you. Are you excited for another 2-night WrestleMania? And what is your excitement level this year compared to last year?
Well, I'm hoping that each night will only be 2 hours because I really don't want to watch 2 4-hour shows. I don't know. What was it like last year with 2 nights again? Like, was it like each show was like 2.5 hours, right?
Each show was about three. It was
Three
about 3
hours.
hours. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm excited for certain matches. Like Cody and Roman, obviously. Whatever Sammy and Kevin are doing now that they're back together. I Although I'm not, I don't, although I don't like six mans, I would like to see Lita and Trish and Becky versus Bailey and Damage Control. I'm sure that's gonna be good. But I didn't really see much of Dominic and Ray. I don't know. Like I'm excited for certain things, but as a whole, like I can't say I'm excited for the whole show. I guess we'll run down the card and like go like we'll see like which ones like I'm looking forward to. I guess.
Well, compared to last year, how excited are you for WrestleMania?
A little more optimistic about this year. I'm a little more optimistic. I feel like there's more things. There's definitely a lot more to be excited about. Like before, like last year, I feel like I was trying so hard to look for things. Like I was grasping at anything to be excited about because there wasn't much. But I am way more excited about the main events this year.
Yeah, this year WrestleMania, I'm definitely more interested. There's a lot more going on. It's has a lot more depth this year, and the full card is not even fully, finalized yet, which is kind of interesting because to me, we'll run down the card in a little bit, but this card is a lot more interesting than it was last year. And last year had some good stuff. The hints of Cody Rhodes showing up, and then he eventually did. Steve Austin wrestling Kevin Owens, which was really cool. Becky and Bianca, but there wasn't a whole lot that was like I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be a fantastic show all the way through.
Yeah,
But I did enjoy WrestleMania all in all last year. But this year, I'm even more excited because I do like the whole WrestleMania Goes Hollywood thing. I think it's really cool. And the last time they did it was 2005. And what's interesting about the last time they were in LA, the last time WrestleMania went Hollywood, there were a lot of stars made. When you look at the Money in the Bank, the first ever one with Edge winning, he became a star. And John Cena beating JBL, becoming the champion. He became one of the biggest stars the company's ever had. Batista beating
Batista.
Triple H in the main event, also becoming one of the biggest stars in WWE.
Oh, Randy Orton
So,
and Undertaker.
well, Randy Orton, yeah, he was on the come up too, but like John Cena and Batista and Edge, they became, a lot from this show specifically. Like Randy Orton, he really picked up a whole lot of steam in like 2007. That's when he really was solidified as like okay, he's a main eventer now. But anyway, do you think that this year's WrestleMania in Hollywood would have the same effect? Do you think there's going to be a lot of new stars being solidified this year as well?
Well, I mean, definitely Cody. Definitely like. I mean, Cody came back in a star. I think like a world title win and like the guy to dethrone Roman Reigns will definitely do a lot of good for his career in WWE. Sami Zayn is already a star, but he's another guy that that this will definitely help. But like the thing is like in terms of like the younger guys in WWE, like Austin Theory is one of the only like younger guys I see like who's getting like a huge push. But I don't know. Even if he does beat John Cena, I'm not sure if it'll do much for him because I don't. I mean, personally, I'm not really behind him, and I don't think a lot of people are. So, I mean, I think it's going to be a good year for people who already been stars and are finally getting like the chance to really, remind people how good they are. But like not like for tons of new stars. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I think for the people that have a ton of momentum going to the show, like Cody Rhodes, for example, this is going to be huge for him, win or lose, honestly. But winning will definitely really help him. But with
Yes.
Cody, he has never been a world champion. In AEW, he wasn't the world champion. He was just the TNT champion. So, and when he was in WWE, he was never the world champion. So this is going to be a great chance for him to do what he wanted. Because when he showed up in WWE the night after WrestleMania, he was like, I want that title that my dad never won. So I think it's going to be good for him. It's going to be really good for Sammy and Kevin, even though they're really solidified. And I think it's going to be good for Rhea Ripley as well, for her to take that next step in her elevation, her going toe to toe with Charlotte again, which we'll talk about. And I think this would be a great opportunity for her. But yeah, I'm with you with Austin Theory. You beating John Cena, I don't know. It's going to be like Roman Reigns beating The Undertaker a few years back. It didn't really do much to help him. The crowd still wasn't with him. It took a long time for the crowd to really get behind Roman Reigns. Yeah, I don't know. Austin Theory, to me, he's not ready, like, at all. Like, even John Cena, when him early on in 2003, when he was facing against Lesnar, maybe that was a little too early for him to face Lesnar. But I think John Cena was more ready in 03 than Austin Theory is ready now. Because at least John
Yeah.
Cena had the mic skills. He had all that going for him. He had the charisma. Austin Theory, he's just not there yet to me. I don't know. I don't buy him yet in that position against John Cena at WrestleMania. I just don't.
Yeah.
Not now. Not now
Like
at
Rhea
all.
Ripley, on the other hand, though, like Rhea Ripley, like she's been up
Yep.
and coming for a few years, but like her finally beating, like, okay, like you remember how like it was just weird how Charlotte, how like wait, Rhea was the champion, she was the NXT champion the first time she fought Charlotte, she was the NXT champion, and she challenged Charlotte and lost to Charlotte.
Yeah.
But this, they can actually do it right, where Rhea can beat Charlotte and overcome this, someone who no one ever expects to lose, and this can be good for her beating Charlotte for the title. Dominic, on the other hand, is like the other side of the coin. He's a guy, even if he does beat the crap out of his father and humiliate Rey Mysterio, because this company loves to humiliate Rey Mysterio, this won't really help Dominic because no one's really behind him. No one I don't buy him. I certainly don't buy him as his tough guy. I just don't. I'm sorry. I can't do it.
Me neither.
He can have an incredible match. He can pull out some some crazy shit. I don't know. But in terms of him being a star after this, I am not sure. I don't know.
We've said it on here. Rey Mysterio is really trying with this angle. He's really, really trying.
Yeah,
but I just don't think Dominic is ready. I really just don't think. But anyway, he's not fully. Him and Austin Theory, they're just not ready yet. Okay, 2 nights of WrestleMania. What do you think of it?
2 nights.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it depends on what they end both nights with. Yeah.
No, just the concept of having 2 nights of WrestleMania. What do you think?
Well, I mean, on paper, it's fine if both nights are condensed, but like, I personally would rather one really awesome show. Like, that's what I would rather that personally. I understand. I think I understand why they're doing it. I know New Japan did 2 nights. I don't know who did it first, but for Wrestle Kingdom. But in hindsight, even for both shows, I'd rather just one great 3 or 4 hour WrestleMania. Like, honestly, I kind of missed that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I want 1 night. 1 night,
Yeah.
8 matches, 3 hours and change, 4 hours maybe. We don't need 2 nights of this. I think it's much more special when there's 1 night. And it makes the Royal Rumble even more important because now if you win the Royal Rumble, you have the opportunity to close out the show, not one of the 2 shows.
Yeah, exactly.
The show.
It's always it's
Yeah,
like but, someone wins a lottery ticket. Oh, you win half of the lottery.
But I will say this about, like, I prefer 1 night, but I think WWE has done a fine job with the 2 nights, not overloading each night. 3 hours 1 night, 3 hours another. I'm cool with that. But I would prefer 1 night, generally speaking. But okay, let's go down the card. We're gonna start with the non-title matches, then we'll move on to the title matches. We're gonna get this out of the way because I think we know how we feel about this. It's okay, I'm just gonna get over it. Okay. Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul.
I don't give a goddamn about Logan Paul whatsoever at all. I don't care how many.
Yeah.
I don't care how many moves I've said this before. I don't care how many moves he can do. I feel bad for Seth Rollins. I feel like he could be working with literally anyone else. Why not Finn Balor? Anyone else? Anyone else? What the hell is Finn Balor doing for WrestleMania?
We'll talk about it. He's wrestling Edge, but we'll talk about that.
Oh, okay. Okay, that should be good.
Yep.
But like, yeah, Logan. I don't give two damns about Logan Paul at all. I really don't.
Yeah, I do think that Seth Rollins is extremely underutilized. But I will say, his character is stupid. His entrance theme is stupid. Him dressing up in wacky outfits and with sunglasses on, and it's horrible. It's just dumb. Like, I don't know what it is. He's one of the best wrestlers in the world. That's why I'm like kind of looking past that, because he's one of the best. He's one of the best right now, but his character is just nonsensical. He has no care. What does he want? I know he doesn't like Logan Paul.
He's like Jared Leto's Joker. He just wants to like creep people out, like, ooh, look at me, like that kind of thing.
I've never seen Jared Leto's Joker, so I don't know. But I'm just saying, like,
sucks.
Seth Rollins is much better with just a simple. When he was wrestling Triple H, I want that Seth Rollins. Yes, he's no longer in a position where he's like an underdog. No, he's cemented as a main event guy and is one of the top guys in WWE. So he needs something else. He can't just come out and dancing to wacky, because the crowd's gonna get sick of it, because this is almost like Fandango. Because Fandango, they just like the song and that was it. And then that wore out. And then what do you do next?
Song and dance, literally, just a song and dance.
Yeah, it's like his character is a song and dance, and this match with Logan Paul really has no story to it. Seth Rollins has said some things about him on social media, and now, Logan Paul responded, I guess. And
Logan Paul's annoying, and Seth Rollins is mad at him. I guess that's kind of it. And Seth Rollins just shoot mad at him, but Logan Paul is just annoying. He's shoot annoying. So,
but Seth Rollins just kind of laughs it off. He'll call him a bitch. It's like, okay, all right, you took Mrs. Phone to call him, and it's like, it's really just elementary. There's just nothing to it. There's nothing really to get invested in. But I don't want to spend too much time on this match, because it's going to be athletically sound, but I'm not going to give a shit about it. I hope this kicks off the show. I hope this is the first match on the first night of WrestleMania, so we can just get it over with. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, same here.
Here's another match that I don't care about, but I'm sure you probably don't care about it too. It is Brock Lesnar versus Omos.
You see, now I don't care about this match, but I understand. I think we're seeing the lengths that Brock Lesnar is willing to go through to not work with Bray Wyatt ever. Because like, you remember how they had the feud where if Bobby or Brock, they wrestle each other to fight Bray Wyatt. Brock literally got himself disqualified to have Bobby Lashley wrestle Bray Wyatt. He's willing to work anything, do anything, as long as it's not Bray Wyatt. But no, I'm not excited for this. I'm intrigued to see what's going to happen, because the last time a guy like a green big guy got in the ring with Brock Lesnar and overshot, Brock beat the crap out of him. Remember Braun Strowman? How he tried to stiff Brock Lesnar and then Brock two-pieced him on camera? So I don't know. I mean, yeah, I'm not really excited for this match at all. Not really.
No, it's just another guy who's just not really ready for this position. He's just getting thrust into this because he's big. And we know that doesn't really matter anymore. Maybe 35 years ago, yeah, it would have got you far. But now, you just being big is not anything. There's nothing to get excited about for this match. We can kind of see this match, in our sleep. He suplexes him. Maybe Omos gets a little bit of heat on him, and then Brock just F5s him big, a big one. Or maybe they use this to set up a match for Brock, for the summer. We were talking about Jay White, probably going to AEW, but let's say he goes to WWE, give Brock or somebody.
I think that would turn heads.
Or something, yeah, because they can literally, with Seth Rollins too, you can pluck somebody off from NXT or something, I don't know.
Why not Braun Breaker versus Seth Rollins?
Or something, I don't know, anything. Johnny Gargano versus Seth Rollins, I don't know, whatever. What's
anything
Tommaso
but
Ciampa doing? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Anyway, who cares? All right, here's a match I kind of care about. It's Trish, Lita, Becky versus Damage Control. Bayley, Dakota Kai, Io Sky. I was kind of worried that Dakota Kai was going to miss WrestleMania, but it looks like she isn't. So what do you think about this? Who do you think wins here? But I know I didn't ask you who was going to win the first two matches because who cares? But anyway,
yeah,
this match, what do you think happens here?
I mean, I think this is a win for Damage Control. I mean, if people want like to see Trish Stratus and Lita win because they haven't wrestled in a while, I mean, that'll be fine too. But I don't think Trish Stratus or Lita would be hurt from losing against Bayley and Io Shirai and Dakota Kai. I don't think it's gonna hurt Becky Lynch either. So I would say Damage Control goes over. But I am excited for this match. I am.
Yes, I could see that because Damage Control needs to establish credibility, right? And it's interesting.
Wait a minute, didn't like Trish and didn't Lita and Becky Lynch win the tag titles off of them?
I don't even know who the women tag.
I don't wait, no, yeah, I remember. Wait, I think Lita a week before Trish came back, Lita and Becky Lynch beat Dakota Kai and Io Sky for the tag titles.
That's right. That's right.
So why are they having a trios match? I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. To get Trish in there, sell some more tickets. Who knows? But I think this is going to be a good win for Damage Control. To help them establish some credibility. Because what's interesting is that Bayley was on Ariel Helwani's show, and Bayley was talking about asking stuff from Triple H, and then Hunter was like, "Slow your roll there. You guys got to essentially." You got to establish something. You guys got to get more established. So I think this will be a big win for Damage Control. Get them some more heat, and then you can give Becky a big win later on, and then she can move on to something else. But this is a good an attraction match. It's great to see Trish and Lita, and the live crowd in Hollywood will love them. So I think it would be very good. For these, someone like Dakota Kai and Io Sky working with Trish and Lita and Becky, it can help get them off the ground. So I think, I think I'll definitely go with Damage Control. All right, the last non-title match, Edge versus Finn Balor inside Hell in a Cell.
Oh, it's gonna be a Hell in a Cell match?
Yep.
Oh, the last Hell in a Cell match that Edge was in was awesome. So yeah, that sounds great. I did not know because I was wondering what the hell are they gonna do. They had a I Quit match. They had a Last Man Standing match. Like they got to kill each other. I guess this is it. Yeah. I would not mind seeing this at all.
Who do you think wins this one?
I'd say, well, it could go either way, but like this is another instance where even though Finn Balor is the heel, I would say Finn Balor wins because I remember last time he had a big win at WrestleMania.
Think about the story they were telling here. Think about all the stuff that Finn Balor and Judgment Day did to Edge over the last couple of months.
Oh, it terrorized his family.
Yeah, Edge has to win this one.
Yeah. I guess he should throw Finn Balor into hell. So that's true. I don't know how many more big feuds that Edge has left on his contract or in general. So yeah, I feel like it could go either way, but for the sake of the story, Edge should probably win.
Yeah, they've been doing a lot of drama between these two. So I think Edge, think about all the stuff that happened between Judgment Day, kind of kicked Edge out of his own group. They did all that stuff to Beth Phoenix. So it is time for Judgment Day to get their comeuppance. So I think this is going to be violent. Hopefully, it's going to be violent.
If Rhea beats Charlotte for the title, then Edge can get a win over Finn. That could be you could do that.
Yeah. I watched the last Hell in a Cell they had at WrestleMania was on 2012, Undertaker and Triple H, which was fantastic.
Shane and Undertaker. Remember Shane McMahon and Undertaker?
Oh, who cares about that? That doesn't count.
That was the last Hell in a Cell.
Well, okay, let me be more specific. The last really good one. Really good one was Undertaker and Triple H in Miami in 2012. That was outstanding. So hopefully we see that again. And the last Hell in a Cell that Edge was in before he had to retire was it SummerSlam against? You guessed it, The Undertaker.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, so Edge has a lot
Undertaker
to live up
literally
to.
threw him into hell. It was awesome.
Yeah, that was good. So I have a lot of high hopes for this because Edge, best shape of his life. Finn Balor, look at him. He
He's
looks
awesome.
amazing.
Yeah, this is great.
And I think the story between these two has been really good. So I am predicting lots of drama, lots of good storytelling, hopefully. So yeah, I'd say definitely Edge wins, and I'm really looking forward to this match. Okay, let's move on to the title matches, starting with the women. We got Charlotte and Rhea SmackDown title. Who do you think wins this one? We talked about it a little bit before, but yeah.
Yeah, Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley. Yep. I just come.
It's easy. No this is the easy one. This is a layup.
Yeah, like Charlotte winning is just kind of like oh, the Yankees won another championship.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it does nothing. Like, it doesn't mean anything.
It's literally a law in New York to hate. It's literally a law in New York to you have to like the Yankees. If you're breathing, you have to like the Yankees. So it's like in WWE, you have to expect Charlotte to win all the time. Literally, she came back on a SmackDown and just demolished Ronda Rousey for the title. Made her look like an asshole. Like Charlotte doesn't have to win this. Like she doesn't have to. So, but I don't know. I think it should go to Rhea.
If Edge defeats Finn Balor, right? He, defeats that part of the Judgment Day. I think this will be good for the Judgment Day for Rhea to win this. And then you can do something where you can kind of cause dissension between Judgment Day because like Rhea is getting a lot more momentum than the other members, and she can break away and maybe become a babyface or something like that. I think that'll be cool. Are you turning on your light because like it's like everything's black?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's exactly what I'm doing, literally. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, well, that helps a little bit, I guess. You can actually see my something other than my silhouette. But
yeah, but that light is like really bright.
Yeah, it is. Like I like your purple light. Is that purple or pink?
No, I think it's just a combination because it's an on-air sign, so it's like red and blue and white, so you get the purple. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. You're
exactly. Let's see. The second women's title match, we have Bianca Belair and Asuka for the Raw title. What do you think?
This is probably one of the matches that I'm looking forward to the most because every time Asuka wrestles at Mania, especially one-on-one matches, it's great. Even though I didn't like the way her match ended with Charlotte years ago, it was still probably the best match in the show. Bianca Belair, when was the last time she had a bad match? Like for a title, so I'm very looking forward to this match, like very much.
Yeah, me too, for a lot of reasons.
If Asuka destroys Bianca, I have no problem with that because Bianca's been winning.
Yeah.
So, and Asuka needs this. Like, Jesus
Christ. Asuka, she's kind of like ebbed and flowed in WWE because Vince McMahon probably didn't know what to do with her at all.
Nope.
Because Asuka is Triple H's girl. And Triple H understands Asuka.
Though, isn't he?
That remains to be seen.
I don't know.
At least by us, at least by the fans, backstage in Gorilla. But we'll see. But Asuka, because if Vince really had his hands in whatever, Asuka would not be on this WrestleMania card.
No.
Especially in a title match. But I think that, Asuka needs a win because she's kind of getting reinvented and repositioned. And she totally killed everyone in the chamber. I think the next step to cash in on this momentum is her to win the title. And yes, Bianca's been on a tear, and this is not going to hurt her at all because she has a reality show with Montez Ford coming up.
Does?
Yeah. So
what is it called? Is it called Purple Hearts?
I wish. That'll be great. They got to work out a deal with Kendrick to use that song.
Exactly.
But yeah, so Bianca is still going to be, she's not going to go, she's not going to lose any kind of heat or momentum or anything like that. She's not going to get buried or anything like that.
I think we talked about like in the AEW reality show. I don't care. I don't give two craps about that. But a Montez Ford and Bianca Belair reality show, I would watch the pilot. I would definitely watch the pilot at least.
I'll definitely give that a watch. I'm curious because those two are very charismatic. Imagine them just.
I can't imagine them arguing about anything, honestly.
And them having their own show to be themselves. Can you imagine? Like, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be very entertaining. But Asuka definitely should win this one. Okay, here's another one. For the IC title, we got Gunther, Drew, Sheamus, 3-way. 3 Europeans beating the shit out of each other.
I mean, that match is going to be great. I really wanted to see Gunther and Brock Lesnar. I really wanted to see that so badly. Like, but I'm sure this is gonna be great too. I kind of also wish. I kind of wish it was just Gunther and Sheamus or something. Because man, the last time they wrestled, imagine a rematch at WrestleMania. Just just the two of them. That would be fantastic. That'd be utterly fantastic. But I think this match. I don't think this match will disappoint. Gunther is just amazing.
Yeah, I think this is going to be something else. This is going to be brutal. They're going to kill each other with no weapons, right? Because you got the Hell in a Cell match. That's going to be,
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
So this will be the other one. And it's going to be, you know what this reminds me of? This kind of reminds me of like Jericho, Benoit, and Kurt Angle from WrestleMania 16. It's going to be kind of like that, like a very athletic, hard-hitting contest. It's going to be similar to that. I think it's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it, honestly. And I think
All their
they've
chests
done.
are going to be like purple by the
Oh
end of the
yeah,
match. All
yeah.
three of them.
I think WWE over the last like year or so, they've done a really good job with the IC and US title. They've really done a good job positioning those titles as something worthwhile to have, especially putting it on Gunther for like forever. I think it's really cool. So whoever beats Gunther, I don't think he should lose. He should definitely win this match decisively. But whoever beats him, it's going to be a big deal.
Do you remember when they first unveiled the Universal title at that SummerSlam?
Yes.
16 or whatever. I think they should do that for WrestleMania, but for every title. Like before the start of every title match, show the new belt on a podium or something like that. Because I think they need to change. They did that for when Kofi won the title. Like, yeah, I think they should do that for every title. I always say this because I hate how the belts look like. I think they should. This is a good time to like just change all of them, present new belts for everybody.
Yeah, you got to present. You should, fine, but I care more about the actual talent and their momentum and their direction more than how their belt looks like. To me, it's like, yeah, sure. You want to have a good looking belt, but to me, that's like
that goes without saying, obviously. But I'm just saying, like, that's one thing that could, that wouldn't hurt.
It ain't gonna help your gait if you're how your belt looks. It's not. Like, it makes no difference to me
No.
because
I'm just saying as an aesthetic thing. Just as an
yeah,
aesthetic.
sure, but I'm not gonna lose sleep over how I don't give a shit either way. But okay. So what's next here? We have John Cena versus Austin Theory, U.S. title. I guess Austin Theory has to win this one.
Wait, it's for the U.S. I forgot he was U.S. champion. I forgot.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. So yeah, Austin Theory wins this one, I guess, because John Cena's doing movies, so it makes no. I mean, it'd be hilarious him walking on set, all the movies he's doing with the U.S. title. I think
like, what the hell is that thing?
That would be hysterical. He goes on to the set of Fast 15, wherever the fuck, and he's got the U.S. title. I was like, hey, John, like, what's that? Oh, it's the U.S. title. Oh, okay, what's your next line?
They probably think it's like a political statement because it's like a big flag on a belt.
Oh, yeah.
They're probably gonna think of like it's like some sort of like a political statement.
Like John Cena's running for president in 2024.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Okay, so you have anything else to say about this match? Because there's really nothing.
Austin Theory sucks, and John Cena kind of humiliated him.
Oh my god, that was like.
Here's the thing. On one hand, it's like, yeah, it's always fun to see John Cena cut a promo. On the other hand, it's like, why not just have him wrestle a guy that isn't a total loser? So you can actually just have a back and forth promo between both of those two instead of just John Cena. The only thing like substance this feud has is that, okay, John Cena knows that this guy's a loser. And he clearly doesn't want to wrestle him. He doesn't want to wrestle him at all.
It's like Roman Reigns. It's like Roman Reigns. He cut him down to size because he was in a position he wasn't ready for. So John Cena, being the veteran, is like, okay, let's see if you're ready. Right? Well, let's see what happens because, okay, John Cena, yeah, he damn near buries him, right? Deep 6 feet under. So now Austin Theory's got to rise to the occasion and come and do something that's gonna generate some sort of interest. Because you look at all the heels in wrestling now. You look at MJF. He has this character that's just unbelievable, right? And Roman, look at Roman. He went from getting booed out of 7 WrestleManias to one of the best characters in wrestling right now. So hopefully Austin Theory, he takes that burial from John Cena to heart and really kind of like, you know what, I got to figure out something interesting. I can't just
Maybe you should start rapping like John Cena started rapping.
put out an album. That'll help you.
Austin Theory starts rapping. It'll be A-Town Diggy.
Oh my
like
God.
He calls himself A-Town Down, right?
You should make a drill rap album with
Oh
Fabio
my
Foreign.
God.
Yeah, that'd be
Oh
great.
my God.
Oh my
I
goodness.
just imagine that. Jesus Christ.
Oh man. Okay.
He does like the bad drill accent, like he does like a bad
Oh
version of like
my God. Okay.
That's enough.
Cody versus Roman for 2 belts, undisputed title. No, it's not the undisputed title.
It is the undisputed title. Yeah, it's
it's
both
the
of them.
Universal SmackDown Raw, whatever
This
it
is
is.
the problem. Both the belts look the same. That's
It's
what
kind
I'm
of
saying.
exhausting to say, like, it's not just WWE champion, right? It's the undisputed. No, it's the undisputed Universal Heavyweight World
One's a
Champion.
blue belt and the other's a black belt. Just
The
make
blue
them
belt,
one.
the blue and red belt. It's the blue and red belt.
Yeah, that's right. No, well, the red belt was bad luck apparently, so he made it blue. Yeah, that helped.
Okay, so who do you think wins this one?
Cody. He has to.
Yeah.
Like, imagine after everything all the amazing promos Cody has cut, after everything, after all the hope that he gave people, like coming back from like a torn muscle to winning the Royal Rumble, and he just loses to Roman. Like, here's the thing. Think about this. Think about it. If Cody loses to Roman, what the fuck was the point of having Sammy lose in Montreal?
But here's the thing. You know what?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. What's next for, let's say Cody wins the title. Who do you like? Who's next?
Who's next to challenge?
You know what I mean? Do you do a rematch with Roman at Backlash in Puerto Rico? What do you do? Like, who's next?
You could do a rematch between Roman. Roman loses, and then after that, you could have Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn. You could have
while like, let's say we'll talk about this after this match. Okay, let's say they do the Usos and Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens for the tag team titles. They're the tag team champions. So each of them wrestle for the world title against Cody.
Oh, I forgot about the stupid tag titles. God damn it!
Right, the Usos are the champions. Right,
that's right. Okay.
So, like, what is there? I'm trying to think of like a good opponent for Cody, like a good first opponent for Cody. And I think the one thing that I'm thinking about, because again, we talked, like I've said before, that I think it'll be better if Jay White goes to AEW. But if Jay White decides on WWE, that will be a great first opponent for Cody.
Yeah.
At least the first 2 months, the first two, like the Backlash and whatever is after that, I think that'll be great. That'll be a good main event for Puerto Rico. Or you can do a rematch.
It definitely would. Or Styles gets better, you can do him too.
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah.
What, so AJ Styles going to come back and compete for the U.S. title?
That remains to be seen. Hopefully not. But no. I think those two, like especially AJ and like Jay White, if Jay White goes to WWE, I think that would be great first few opponents for for Cody. And you could, if you really want Cody to like really get, going, he can wrestle Lesnar. You could do Cody and Lesnar. And Cody
that would
Lesnar.
Be great. Yeah, that never happened. That's never happened. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot they can do if you really want to go all the way with Cody and not just have him be, the champion. You could just be the guy that you want, one of your faces of your company. You can always go back to Roman down the line.
He won't. He probably wouldn't win the Hell in a Cell. But maybe since since Edge, he doesn't. I don't know if he has much time left. Maybe he can challenge Cody.
That's a good.
He can challenge Cody.
I didn't even think about that. You could do Edge and Cody.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah.
Great,
why
actually.
not? Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah. Okay, so with the undisputed title, whatever it's called, both belts, the Universal and the blue and red belt.
Yeah.
To me, I think WWE needs to make a decision. Do you want a champion per brand, or do you want one champion on both shows? Because I don't know. I think there needs to be.
No more of this fucking bullshit. No more.
Yeah,
I can't take it anymore.
At this point, have one champion, please.
You
Just
have
have one.
50 million belts.
Yeah.
You have 2 tag titles. You have the IC US title. You have 2 women's titles. You have 2 NXT women's titles. You have the NXT women's title and the women's UK title, which I think they unified, but they took it away from Mandy Rose. I don't know. Like there's too much. Make one.
It's too
just
much.
one.
It is. It's way too much.
Sorry.
And look at when Roman Reigns comes out, I think he's getting a workout in because he's got to hold up his one belt, and then Paul Heyman's got to hold on to the other belt. And then he takes 6 hours to walk to the ring. Yeah, that's why he's so big. Because he's got to carry
both of the belts have Velcro on them, so I mean I'm sure it's not that heavy. It's probably not that heavy.
Yeah, but I think Cody should definitely win this one.
Yeah.
Their whole point is to destroy the Bloodline. So there's a few matches that haven't been solidified yet, but I think I think it's safe to say that it's going to happen. First being Usos versus Sami and Kevin Owens. Here's what I'll say about this before, I'll get your thoughts on this. I think this is one of the best, this is why the Bloodline story is so great and why the Sami Zayn of it all really helped it, because I think for me, before Sami Zayn got involved, I think this story was starting to get a little bit, a little stale because it was just Roman beating everybody. I think you needed to do something like that, but it was just him just beating everybody lasted too long. I honestly think that Bryan Danielson going to AEW, Cesaro going to AEW, and a bunch of people leaving, and AJ getting hurt or whoever, I think they're running out of people for Roman Reigns. So I guess adding the Sami Zayn of it all, and that they didn't expect that to take off, and that took off. So now you have this other branch of this story. And then Cody, he comes to WWE, he gets hot, he wins the Royal Rumble, and now you have this Bloodline story with 2 different branches, or even 3, because the first branch, Cody taking down Roman, wants to defeat him. The two legacies, right? That's cool. And then you have Sami Zayn, who loses his title match to Roman because of the Usos. So you have Sami wanting to destroy the Usos as part of taking down the Bloodline, right? And also you have Sami Zayn trying to reunite with Kevin Owens because he needs help taking down the Bloodline. And then you have Jey Uso, who's still sort of conflicted about his allegiance to Roman Reigns.
Jey Uso super kicked the holy crap out of Sami Zayn, remember?
Right, but he's still... that's right. But he has an allegiance to his brother, Jimmy. Not necessarily to Roman Reigns.
Oh, wait, he still hates Roman?
He doesn't still hate him. I'm just saying, that's still kind of up in the air. He's about family, but he's really, to me, when I'm watching what's happening, I think Jay has an alliance to his brother first. He loves his brother. Roman, that's still kind of up in the air to me. So there's a lot of layers to this story, which is kind of cool. So
this is the only story in this company that's like this.
Because it's because there's many different things. I think it's great. I love it. Yeah. And Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens reuniting was really good. It was a really good moment. I thought it was wonderful. And I think that them going for the tag team titles is also great because, like Roman, the Usos haven't been beaten for those belts in over a year and a half, almost 2 years. So
yeah,
I think it'll be a big deal because those titles need, a kickstart again. And WWE is not too kind to tag teams overall for after a certain amount of time. They love their singles guys. So hopefully this will give the tag team division a shot in the arm.
Ask Chad Gable what they think about the tag team division.
Well, yeah, but look at the Street Profits. They still haven't broken them up yet. So
not yet.
Not yet. But anyway, what do you think about Usos, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens?
That should be awesome. If they actually book that match, that should be fantastic. I think it'd be a great. I don't see why it wouldn't be a good tag match. Even in that 4-way tag match that the Usos were in at WrestleMania a few years ago was pretty awesome. Every time I've seen Usos at WrestleMania, it's always been good. Yeah,
they're one of the best tag teams in the entire world. They're outstanding.
Yeah. So you see the Briscoe influence in them, for damn sure. Everything they do feels real.
Oh yeah. And I love how, especially Roman Reigns really leaning on the Samoan lineage stuff. And we all know, look at Jacob Fatu. He's super
Yeah.
dangerous. Look at Samoa Joe, super dangerous, super tough, very intimidating. And all those guys have that. I think it's wonderful. So, and I'm looking forward to seeing the collapse of the Bloodline because you have these baby faces that are just so easy to get behind. Cody, Sami Zayn, KO, that's really good because 4 or 5 years ago, WWE had a big problem with baby faces, right? But now, now the Triple H is in charge, and this is like one of the best heels in wrestling. One of the best heels in the last 20 years. Triple H understands baby faces more, within the WWE system than WWE has, within the last decade. I don't think Vince knows how to book a good baby face anymore. But anyway, Rey Mysterio and
it felt like Sami Zayn was the first babyface they had in 5 years.
Yeah. But it was Cody, and there was Bryan Danielson for a little while.
For a little bit, yeah.
For a little while. But anyway, okay, Rey Mysterio and Dominic, not official yet, but that's probably gonna happen. What do you think?
Yeah, it's like I hope I know since Rey Mysterio is getting put into the Hall of Fame, you think this might be his last WrestleMania match?
Rey Mysterio?
Yeah,
that's a good question.
I hope not. I really hope not.
He's still in great shape.
AJ again.
He still has a lot left to do, but there's a possibility he may take the Shawn Michaels route and retire while he's in amazing shape. Because I watched that Shawn Michaels and Undertaker match, both of them, 25 and 26, and this guy was in amazing shape, and he retired at like the peak of the peak, right? And maybe Rey Mysterio will do the same thing, but I don't know. That remains to be seen. But I wouldn't be surprised if he does, start to think about hanging it up. As far as this match is concerned, again, I'm not really sold on the Dominic character just yet. Yeah, I guess Dominic wins.
I
guess.
Yeah, but because here's the thing, he's gonna have to kick his son's ass anyway. Because Dominic is being such an asshole. He's tearing his family apart. Story wise, Dominic has to win. But the thing is, who's gonna care if Dominic wins?
Yeah, that's a great question. It gets Judgment Day some heat, but I just don't. I don't buy into this hardened criminal care. I just don't. I just don't. I don't buy it.
Difficult. I understand on paper it's supposed to be crazy. Oh no, I'm getting inducted to the Hall of Fame and my son hates me, and my last match might be against my son. On paper, it's not a bad story idea, but it's just no one buys Dominic as a heel. I don't. I certainly don't.
Some of the fans, he's getting booed
because he's annoying.
Like a heel, not because he's annoying. Because I think people, really, are starting to sink their teeth into this. But me as an individual, don't buy it. I just don't buy it yet. I hope Dominic does great. In wrestling, I hope he finds his true calling in wrestling, who he's supposed to be, and whatever. I hope he's a success. I wish nothing but the best for him. But as of right now, I just don't buy it. And you're wrestling your dad, who is one of the greatest, one of the most influential wrestlers of the last 25 years. I'm sorry, I just don't buy it yet. I don't buy it, even though he's probably going to win. I'd rather see Rey Mysterio and Damian Priest, to be honest. I don't know. But anyway,
I'm not even a big Damian Priest fan, and I'd rather see that.
Damian Priest is more ready than Dominic.
Yeah, I don't know anyone, but else, but I don't know. But here's the thing: if they have Damian Priest, they wrestle Ray, they probably would have had Dominic and Rhea in a mixed tag or something.
I guess. Well, the only one, okay, of the Judgment Day people that are wrestling today, Rhea, she's someone that that's ready. Finn, he's proven already. It's not. He's a veteran at this point. But Dominic, no, he still has a lot of cooking left with him. But yeah, that's WrestleMania, 2 nights. or
Imagine if
maybe
Dominic
more.
and Ray was the main event. Imagine if that went after Roman and Cody.
Well, the crowd's gonna be dead. You know, it's,
Can you
it's
imagine?
not gonna happen. You know.
Jesus Christ.
But anyway, as of right now, that's the card. So there'll probably be more within the next week. You know, we shall see. But I'm pretty excited for this card overall. So after going through the entire card, are you more or less excited for
No,
WrestleMania?
there's definitely more to be excited about. Like
Yeah.
even in some of the angles, even if some of the angles I don't like, there's still promise for some people. Like you know, this could be a chance for Dominic. As much as I'm not into Dominic, this could be a chance for him to have like a memorable match or memorable moment at Mania. This could be a chance. I'm
Yeah.
not saying like it's gonna like totally suck. I'm sure that will go over better than Austin Theory beating John Cena. Like, but
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna wrap it up today. It's the Wrestling Caucus. We'll be back after WrestleMania, recapping my experience live and Smiley's experience watching via Peacock. And you can follow the Wrestling Caucus, Twitter and Instagram. Instagram at the Wrestling Caucus, Twitter at Wrestling Caucus. All right, later days.